to another episode of It's Roundtable podcast. Again, I'm your host. I'm Brian Body. And for today's episode, mga ka-tables, this is a very special episode because I want you guys to really understand what self-love is, how to take care of yourself, especially right now, this pandemic, given that all of us are quarantined, all of us are experiencing lockdown. So, yung iba sa atin, hindi kasama yung boyfriend or girlfriend. Mag-isa lang tayo sa unit or sa apartment or alam mo yun, alone tayo during this quarantine. So now, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to give yourself some love, how to take care of yourself to a different level. So now I know and I'm very transparent to you guys that I'm not very professional on talking about this kind of topic, and I'm kind of not prepared to talk about it yet, but I'm willing to learn. That's why this episode is very special, and I'm lucky. I am 100% na hindi ako makapaniwala na I'm here with a very special guest. One of my favorite content creator, of course, mga ka-tables, we are very lucky to have one of the pioneers sa YouTube vlogging industry. She started in 2010 producing content that revolves around beauty, travel, and lifestyle. And come 2020, she put more focus on her sex education advocacy across all her social media platforms and launched her Spotify exclusive podcast called Ask Say the Podcast, where she tackles various topics, including those that are considered taboo and not openly talked about, especially given us and religious um, environment. Sorry, hold on. My speaker. There we go. She's been producing content alongside adult toy brands, sex therapists, sexologists, and various influencers with the same advocacy to keep the conversation about sex going. And of course, she believes that sexuality is a gift and it should be explored on a much deeper level. So mga ka-tables, do me a favor. Please help me welcome on the show the one and only Say Choco.
Hi, Bonnie!
Hi! Ang haba ng introduction ko. Ang dami kong chika bago kita napakilala. Pero ayun na nga, I just really can't believe Miss Say. Let me call you Miss Say because I just really can't believe na you're here on the show and want, to share your advocacies and to share all about your learnings and knowledge on self-love and how to take care of ourselves during this pandemic. So, Miss Say, can you I know kilala ka na ng mga ka-tables natin, ng mga listeners natin. Pero maybe tell me more about your story on paano tayo napunta sa advocacy na, you wanna be vocal about giving pleasure to ourselves and, talk about sex toys.
Well, I have been on YouTube for such a long time, almost over a decade na. So, sa
Yeah.
buong 10 years na yon, syempre, I felt like, dumating ako sa isang araw na parang sabi ko, ano bang purpose ng ginagawa ko? Like, what else can I do? So, this really happened to me pagpasok ng 2020. So, I was like, I want to do something more. And then doon na ako napaisip ng ano kaya ang pwedeng maging advocacy ko? What can I talk about? What can I make more? Um, what topic can I bring to society na pwedeng pag-usapan ng bonggang-bongga na something that we don't really talk about, diba? So I thought about sex ed because it's super lacking in our society and it's very much needed, diba? To solve all kinds of difficult issues the in our society right now, which is sobrang high rates ng pregnancies, ang daming actually sobrang daming issues. Kasi when I started really choosing this advocacy of mine, I really researched. As in, ang dami ko nakausap ng mga tao, ang dami-daming issues revolving around sex ed. And talagang kapag in-increase lang yun talaga sa culture natin, ang dami niyang pwedeng ma-solve talaga. So, yeah, I just really thought na this is I just really thought that this is an ano ba yan? Na ano ko, you will edit, diba? My goodness.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay. So I just really thought that this advocacy of mine really fits me as a person kasi I felt na I can do this. As in, girl, I'm a very like sexual person,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel na I can really express myself through this advocacy and also talk about the things around this advocacy. So it's really close to my heart. I love it.
Awesome. Kasi ako, Miss, on, on a personal note, kasi yes, I talk about serious matter on the podcast and I'm very vocal about, self-improvement, adulting, but somehow I'm not that comfortable enough to talk about giving myself pleasure or, doing self-love. Ito nga, to talk about sex toys and sex education. But then I realized on my age, hello, I'm 26, I realized na dumating sa point ko na it's part of adulting. Sex education should be, that's the word I want to use, should be talked about and should be normalize na pinag-uusapan ng mga kabataan, especially on my end. Because I guess yung generation ko, yung education namin, hindi pa ganun ka-open to talk about sex ed. Kasi nagkaroon lang ng sex education, I think, for the past couple of years lang. And then nagkaroon pa ng struggle yun, hindi pa siya agad na-approve. Parents are hindi pa, ano mo yun, ang dami pang negative comments on that. That's why on my generation, high school namin, college, we didn't talk about sex education that much. Na parang nahihiya kami. Nandun yung term na parang nade-dehumanize kami. That's why the show invited you to really help me, help our listeners to normalize those kind of topic and to be vocal about it, that there's nothing wrong talking about self-love, giving yourself pleasure, because again, it's part of adulting and that it's necessity. Tama, no? It's necessity or it's important for us to do that.
Yes, it's very, very important because I feel na, especially when it comes to the issue of unwanted pregnancies. So, this one kasi, it's a whole nother topic, pero grabe
Yeah.
lang kasi talaga when the proper or the right kind of sex education is applied, ang daming pwedeng maiwasan na ganito. Kasi, when I say proper sex education, kasi you know how there is a struggle between, of course, we are a Catholic country, di ba?
Agree.
Religion
Yeah.
and the sex ed portion, clash talaga sila. So,
Mm-hmm.
the sex ed that I am aware of, usually they revolve around anatomy. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Vagina, penis, reproduction, that's it. Pero there's
Yeah.
so much more than that. There's so much more than anatomy. And I feel na when people go into having sex with all the knowledge that they're supposed to have, ang dami mong pwedeng maiwasan ng mga problema. Unwanted pregnancies,
Mm-hmm.
STDs, STIs, HIV, everything. Ang dami mong pwedeng maiwasan or makontrol if ever you have lang the prior knowledge about
Mm-hmm.
all those issues, di ba? So that's what I meant about proper sex education. And yes, it's a priority for me. Sexual health is as important as mental health. It's also part of that. It's part of being a human being, and it's so normal. And it's about time. And I love that we have people like you, Bonnie. You continue. You help create the conversation. You help continue, or you help to keep the conversation going, and I love that.
Awesome. So, Miss Say, let's move forward. I really love your thought about it and your knowledge about this topic. So now, we have a lot of katables asking, ano ba yung mga proper sex toys to, to use or to research. So now, well, ako, to be honest, for transparency, talagang I have sex toys naman here on my room. And again, I'm still learning how to properly use that. I know it's all on the internet naman na. It's on YouTube, Google, and then I just really don't know how to use them properly, or I don't know if I'm really using them properly. So now I guess this platform will help our listeners to understand what the basic maybe sex toys na they can use kung beginner sila, or if they're, kung couple sila na they wanna explore this kind of things. So yon, on this episode, we will review sex toys from Ilya. Kaya, ayon, paano ba? Paano ko ba siya i-intro?
Do you want me to talk about Ilya a
Yes
little bit?
po. Sure.
Okay. I love that you're working with Ilya, Bonnie, because when I started this whole sex education series on my channel, I really first worked with Ilya also. So sabi ko, Ilya kasi is not vulgar. Hindi
Mm-hmm.
sila hindi sila yung bastos. Alam mo
Mm-hmm.
'yon? They're a brand and they're very fun. You can see it's sa digital
Yeah.
nila, website nila.
Yeah.
See it totally sa website nila, sa social media accounts. So walang bahid ng kabastusan
Mm-hmm.
even if they sell sex toys. And that's really one thing that I love the most about Ilya. They're very sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one thing that really drew me closer to Ilya, and sabi ko, okay, this is the perfect brand to partner with all the sex education videos that I'm gonna put out. Lahat ng mga posts ko about sex toys, everything is from Ilya. Number two, girl, kailangan high quality yung sex toys talaga. It is so important. It is very, very important because I know that, everything can be bought online, di ba? Pero
Yeah.
syempre, hindi lahat of good quality. And since these are toys that we are using on our private parts, kailangan talaga high quality because the last thing you want to happen is mapunta ka ng ospital kasi may something na stuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, girl, ayoko ng ganun. So yun talaga ang number one, kailangan alam mo yung quality ng sex toy mo is really, really good. Number two, ito yung mga pinakamahalaga before we dive into the sex toys. Number two, kailangan nyo ng lubricant. Okay?
Oh.
No matter how wet you are or whatever, kailangan mo pa rin ng lubricant. Because lubricants really help with the use of the sex
Mm-hmm.
toys.
Mm-hmm.
It eases the penetration, kunwari for the girls or even the guys,
Mm-hmm.
sa vagina or sa anus natin. So it really
Mm-hmm.
eases everything. It prevents yung mga accidents again because you know how many there are so many horror stories sa mga ER.
Yeah.
Diba? Yung mga nasa-stuck, mga nahihiwa. Oh my God, I can't. We cannot, girl. So, kailangan high quality.
Uh-huh.
Number two, yung lube or
Lube.
lubricants natin. Very important.
Great. Okay. Miss Say, my next question is, sorry, I have so many questions because
Go lang.
alam ko talaga mas alam mo yung mga ganitong bagay. So now I have here, some of the items na binili ko sa Ilya. And paano ba natin malalaman kung, ano ba yung question ko? Paano natin malalaman kung high quality yung items natin? I mean sa Ilya, paano natin na make sure na quality sila? So,
So those are, vacuum,
I have here two. Number one, I have, ano bang tawag nila dito? The masturbator sleeves. So
the
I have
sleeves.
here, itong long one, ito yung reusable. So you can use it multiple times. Itong short ones na easy on a cup egg sphere is one-time use lang. So,
Yes.
dalawa sila. So now, let me open it. Miss
Yes.
Say.
Go open.
Let's see kung... Ayan, so actually, ang cute niya. Actually, itong si masturbator sleeves na to, yung you can use multiple times. Ang cute niya kasi nasa egg. So again, sa mga first-time users or sa mga talaga nag-explore on this kind of items, ang cute niya kasi nasa egg. So sa mga nanonood, we have YouTube video na ilalabas. So you can see yung physical items. Pero I'll try my best to really describe them dito sa voice effect namin. So yan, egg-shaped siya. So cute siya. Alam mo yon, I guess yung mga ganito pwede mong dalhin sa mga travel, right, Miss Say? Parang hindi ka mababawasan yung, ano bang tawag? Discreet mo siyang madadala. Sa travel, maybe sa bag. Kasi cute naman siya. Pwede nga siyang parang mapagkamalang lip balm kasi yung mga lip balm na egg shape. Tapos diba ginagano mo sa bibig mo. Okay, ang dami kong chika, Miss Say. Bubuksan ko siya. Ayan. Inopen ko talaga.
Go!
Ayan. So, eto hindi ko pa nagamit. Okay, I just wanna gusto kong hindi ko pa nagamit tong mga to. Yung mga nagamit ko na, tinabi ko na sila, of course. So, ito hindi ko pa nagamit. Ayan. So, may case siya na egg. Okay nga. Alam mo, ang ganda nga ng quality niya.
'Di ba? And I think this
Oo.
is alam mo very ano yan, very sikat sa Japan. As in
This
when you go
one?
to Don Quixote or yeah,
Don Quixote, yeah.
sobrang daming ganyan, like mga sleeves talaga.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, if you can look inside, different
Okay.
pattern pa. 'Di ba? May pattern.
Okay ba siyang parang
Yes, you
ganito?
can do it. Yes.
There.
Oh, 'di ba? May
Ayan.
pattern.
Oo. Talagang, okay. Sige. So, sa mga guys na listeners natin, sa mga gustong itry tong masturbator sleeves, na sikat nga sa Japan, na matatagpuan sa Don Quixote. Pero yes, you can shop them on Ilya, on their
Yes.
website, on Instagram. Tama yung sinasabi ni Miss A, ang dami niyang pattern. Kung makita niyo sa screen, may mga, hindi siya spike eh. Ano bang tawag
No,
dito? Numb.
mga
Nub.
nuts. Yeah.
Nubs. Okay, may nubs. Yung pala yung term doon. So, yung mga nubs. Of course, nagbibigay siya ng pleasure, ng, yung mga ganung bagay. At saka
And
sobrang
Bonnie,
lambot niya. Yes
and the
po.
way you use that, you can drop lube inside bago nyo siya
Mm-hmm.
gamitin. That's
I
perfect.
see.
Mhm.
Speaking of lube, Miss Say, syempre naman, no, ang dami ring nagtatanong about na, we all know saliva is a natural lube naman, lubricant. Pero is it safe ba to use kapag gumagamit ka ng mga ganito?
Well, saliva is the most natural lubricant. Pero
Mhm.
syempre, you're gonna run out of it. I mean, hindi naman lagi.
Good point.
Diba? Much
Tama
better
naman.
to use lube. So, ang lube kasi, it is formulated talaga na mag-last long siya. Ang saliva, it dries up, di ba? So,
Yeah.
ang lube, it's made out of different ingredients. So, talagang
Mhm.
long-lasting yung, what do you call that?
Oo, basta matagal siya.
Anong term yun? Anong term? Ano yun? Consistency, sorry. So, mas
Cons-
matagal yung consistency talaga niya.
Mhm. Okay, awesome. So again, i-describe ko lang siya. So pagbukas mo ng eggshell, yung case niya, so may case ka na, right? Silicone ba yung tawag po sa material niya? Is it
Silicone. I think
silicone?
this is made out of Svacom heady to, no? Right? Svacom heady.
Yes, it's vacuum heady.
Okay, so ang material niya is soft thermoplastic elastomer. One of the most
Oh.
well-known materials for
Mhm.
male sleeves. Svacom
Okay,
heady. Yeah.
awesome. Okay, so Miss Say, ang next question ko is, so si Guy, merong masturbator sleeves. Ano ba yung
Mhm.
parang counterpart ito on the female side?
So I feel kasi yung masturbator sleeve para siyang step one.
Mhm.
Yung mga yung ano pa lang, you're just testing the waters pa lang. So
Okay.
sa girl counterpart, sa female counterpart, we have the ticklers. Yung ticklers kasi sobrang, as in very basic. They're,
Mhm.
again, step number one. And here, okay, these are part of the external toys, female toys. So we have the bullets or the eggs. Wait, sorry, Bonnie. Yung photos pala, maybe I'll just send the photos to you or the link of the product to you para sa video, you can just pop it, yung mga picture. Okay lang ba yon?
No problem. No problem po.
Yeah, kasi wala ako lahat eh. Alright, so, balik ako ha. Alright. So, the external bullets, Bonnie, ito yung mga parang mukhang, yung iba lipstick, yung iba mukhang ballpen, yung sobrang
Ah,
discreet talaga. Yeah.
okay.
All it does, it is vibrates. Yung iba nga parang necklace pa, parang sobrang bullet na maliliit lang. All it
Mhm.
does, it vibrates and it gives you stimulation sa clit. So yung
Okay.
clit kasi is one of the most powerful
Sensitive.
erogenous zones sa
Mhm.
women. So yun
Mhm.
talaga ang pinaka-function ng ticklers
Mhm.
natin, yung mga vibrating bullets. Yun ang
Mhm.
counterpart natin. Step one.
Okay. I mean, say, I don't know if you're familiar with, kasi actually, nag-search ako sa Ilya Shop. Ang hinahanap
Yeah.
ko talaga, awan ko kung ito talaga yung tamang term, fleshlight sa panglalaki. And then, nagulat ako na masturbator sleeves talaga yung parang, ano ba, recommended. Tsaka ito yung
Mm-hmm.
popular nila. So, tas hindi ko
Mm-hmm.
ma-search yung fleshlight on their shop. I mean, what's the difference with the fleshlight and with this masturbator sleeves?
Off the record, ang flashlight is just like, ano, di ba? It's like a vagina sleeve. Tama ba? Because I've never heard of I mean, I've heard of the term, pero
Mm-hmm.
in the website of Ilya, parang wala kaming
Yun nga eh.
counter. Yeah, so it's artificial vagina.
I see. Okay.
Artificial vagina oral or anal sex toy. So it's just like the sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, we go sa mga iba pang mas, anong tawag doon? Ang dami kasing names eh.
Akala ko nga yung una, Miss C, slang lang siya for the masturbator sleeves. Pero upon Googling it talaga, tama yung
Mm-hmm.
sinabi mo, ano siya eh, replica talaga ng
Yeah.
vagina nga. Para
Yeah.
siguro mas sensational sa mga gumagamit.
I think similar ang flashlight here sa Love Sense Max 2 sleeve ng Ilya. And it
Oh?
looks like vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ang daming toys, no? Super daming
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah, ito tinitignan ko nga ngayon sa website ni Ilya.
Hmm.
Yeah, o nga no.
And you
So
know
there,
what the fun thing is about Bonnie, about sex toys? It's like
mm-hmm.
you're looking at electronics, kunwari new phone or whatever. You really have to maximize the use kasi ang galing, ang dami yung pwedeng magawa talaga. Sobrang galing.
I remember myself walking to Don Quixote. So one time nag-Japan kami ng office mates ko. Nag-Don
Aha.
Quixote kami. And then yet ito, I'm young version of myself. Sobrang bagets ko pa nito. So again, napadaan ka. Don Quixote, so sinasabi mo kanina, they have so many displays of dildos, of this kind of things. And then again, syempre nga, since lumaki nga ako sa Pilipinas, medyo, ano yan? Alam mo yon yung ganon moment. So, gusto ko lang i-share yung yung ganong ka ignorante ko pa sa mga bagay. Okay, sige, let's
I
move
shared
on.
ko sa podcast ko, Bonnie, my first sex toy I bought sa Japan.
Wow. At least from Japan
Yeah.
agad talaga. Tsaka authentic. I mean, Ilya naman is authentic, right? Pero yung feeling na dun ka bumili mismo kasi sa Japan, bonus na lang yun.
True.
Ano po yung first na binili nyo, if I may ask?
I bought a dildo.
Oh.
Ang fun pa kasi I had to go inside a bookstore
Mm-hmm.
and then umakyat ako ng stairs na scary kasi may mga parang plastic na covering parang sa mga slaughterhouse. So pag-open ko, wow, sobrang daming sex toys. Then, yeah, it was just a fun experience. Kasi alam mo sa Pilipinas, like, again, there's this entire issue revolving sex toys. Parang, oh my God, pumunta siya sa sex toy store. Yung parang,
Yeah.
ano ba? And girl, have you been to the Ilya store sa QC?
I haven't,
Ang
hindi pa ako
oh my God.
nakakapasok, pero lagi ko siyang nadadaanan.
Ang ganda kasi, you know what? It's all natural light. Glass windows, glass everything. And again, very sophisticated. Ang ganda.
You
It's
know what
nice.
I love more sa Shop Ilya is I want to agree dun sa sophisticated na mga items. Their designs, especially how they represent their website, their social media accounts, talagang may kita mo, walang kabastos-bastos. Sobrang creative, that's the term.
Yes.
Sobrang creative how they deliver their message talaga sa mga social media platforms nila. So again, to all our listeners right now, kung magbabrowse kayo ng Instagram ni Ilya, kahit i-browse nyo sa public, hindi kayo mahihiyang i-browse siya. Kasi sobrang, ang funny pa nga eh. Ang funny pa kaya ng mga content nila. Natatawa na lang ako minsan. Ang witty naman. Alam mo yun, ang witty ng mga
diba?
content nila.
May mga fun fact pa. Ang galing.
Cute. Ayun, okay. Miss Say, since nabanggit niyo yung dildo, can you tell me more about dildo, the dildo itself? Ano yung ginagawa niya? Ano bang tamang question? Ano yung natatamaan niyang part na nagbibigay ng, alam mo yun, yung mga ganun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for dildos naman, so Ilya has the Fun Factory and it's called The Boss. So with dildos kasi, this is something that you place inside your vagina or
Mm-hmm.
your anus. So again, ang key dito, if you're a beginner, you start small and then you
Mm-hmm.
work your way up. Hindi pwedeng,
Mm-hmm.
okay, game ako agad, sobrang laki. You're gonna hurt yourself, di ba? So
Gets,
again,
gets.
start small and then use a lot of lubricant. Again, kailangan laging kapartner ang lubricant if ever you're gonna put something inside your vagina or your
Yeah,
anus. Actually, the anus, kasi ang anus natin, it is not self-lubricating. Di ba ang vagina, when you get
yeah.
aroused, di ba, it naturally produces fluids or liquids to ease penetration. Pero sa anus kasi, walang ganon. So, kailangan talaga
Mm,
ng ano natin,
lubricant.
lubricant.
I
Yeah.
see.
And then basically dildos penetrate the vagina or the anus.
Mm-hmm.
And ang dami niyang pwede kasi iba-iba yung mga shapes niya. It
Mm-hmm.
could be patterned. It could be patternless. Yung iba smooth lang, di ba? Yung iba may mga knobs. Yung iba may
Yeah.
mga ibang ano, sobrang dami sa Japan nakakita ko ng as in wild. Pero iba-iba kasi tayo ng mga level of how do you say this?
Gets.
Level of kink.
Yeah.
And yung iba, they really want to take on the biggest and the most patterned, lahat
Mm-hmm.
talaga. Yeah, pero yung iba, they prefer walang pattern and
Mm-hmm.
small. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and this one, actually this one can, um, it depends kasi. It depends how you use it. Pero siguro the way you move it inside you sa women, you
Mm-hmm.
can target the G-spot. Pero meron kasi
Okay.
tayong mga toys na talagang specialized to really target the G-spot since it's not
Mm-hmm.
really, di ba yung iba nahihirapan hanapin ang G-spot. So we
Yeah.
have toys that are specialized to hit the
Mm-hmm.
G-spot.
Okay. Miss Say, dun sa mga dildo natin, kasi again, I'm browsing the website. So again, si Fan
Yeah.
Factory, ang dami niyang shapes, kagaya ng sinabi mo, yes, iba't ibang color. And then, merong nag-caught ng attention ko here, para siyang metal. Ang name niya is Enjoy Pure
Pure one.
One. Yes, are you
Yes.
familiar with this item?
I am familiar with this is dildo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see ha. It's so cool, no? Kasi alam mo ang mga
Yeah.
dildo, iba-iba din sila ng material. It can be silicone, which is the most common.
Oh.
It can
Mm-hmm.
be glass.
Ah,
Pwede ring glass.
glass.
Yeah. And then,
Really?
pwede rin ang stainless steel, which is this one, Enjoy
Yeah.
Pure Wound. All right,
Mm-hmm.
let's prostate and the G-spot. Oh, gets. Hold on, let me just read, ha?
Sure. Ako rin. I'm learning while recording.
Diba?
Oh my God, I
It
love
is
it.
the celebrity in the sex toy world.
Ah, totoo. Ang mahal niya rin ha.
Okay. So from the
Compared sa
looks of
iba.
it, yeah, from the looks of it, Bonnie, you can
Mm-hmm.
use it with a partner. Kasi sabi niya, tama ba?
I think so.
Kasi for both the prostate and the G-spot. Oh, no, sorry. Maybe just for the ano to. Wait lang ha, kasi ngayon ko lang nakita to eh.
Sure.
Female prostate massager. No. Sorry, it's not for both pala. I mean, hindi siya sabay gagamitin.
Yeah.
But you can use it as a male, you can use it to target your prostate.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman, you can use it for the G-spot. Ah.
Yes.
I think the difference lang with this one is that yung material niya, you know how, ano ko ba explain? Kasi I saw this in an episode sa Netflix. It's about
Mm-hmm.
sex toys.
Mm-hmm.
And ang ginagamit din nila, si Betty Dodson ba yun? She died na. She's a really known sexologist or sex
Mm-hmm.
therapist.
Mm-hmm.
She uses stainless steel dildos.
Mm.
Bakit? May sinabi siya about that eh. Alam mo, nawawala yung ano ko. Nawawala yung thought ko sa ulo ko.
So, ka-tables, help us on this one. If you know, dun sa sinasabi ni Miss Say, comment sa social media accounts namin or maybe PM us, PM Miss Say, PM Miss Roundtable Podcast sa Instagram. And let's figure it out together. But again, itong Enjoy Pure Wand, tama, one of the, ano ba to? Siya yung pinakasikat. Ano yung sabi nyo kanina? One of celebrity type ng mga dildos, right?
And Bonnie, look at the reviews. Ang dami.
Oh my God, oo nga. I'll read some of the reviews. Pardon my French, but this shit is amazing. Oh my God. Another. Long-lasting manual prostate massager. 5 stars for Ilya, 6 stars for Toy. Okay, wag na yun. Wrist-friendly. Gusto ko yung wrist-friendly.
'Di ba?
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Sa dildo, Miss Say, paano ba to? Pagpipili, kasi sabi mo important na kailangan mag-start ka on a short one or yung mga maliliit muna para hindi nabibigla yung
Yeah.
vagina na.
Mhm.
Pag umu-order ka ba sa Ilya, kailangan ba, ano yung mga sizes na available? Para ba siyang damit? Small, medium, large? Ganun ba siya?
So for example, here we have the Fun Factory Armor. I'm just gonna click on it. I'm on the website as well.
Sure.
And this one kasi, for this one, there's no sizes available. Isang one size
Mm,
lang siya.
I see.
And I think this is average. I mean, for me, it's an
Mm-hmm.
average
Mm-hmm.
size dildo kasi meron tayong photo with the hand model. It's
Mm-hmm.
an average size. And,
Ah, yeah.
hmm, ano pa yung may mga size dito? Oh, this one. Si Fun Factory Magnum. Obviously, it's much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Kitang-kita naman here.
Yeah.
There. I guess, nasa name din eh. And the helpful thing
Ah,
about
gets.
Ilya, they have the dimensions on the website. So, all the information you need talaga nasa website.
Mm-hmm.
Galing.
Ang dami. Actually, sobrang daming options sa Ilya talaga. Tsaka, kapag first time mo sa website, of course, tatanungin nila if you're 18, 18 years old and above because you're not
Yeah.
allowed if below 18 years old ka. So, that's very good. And then, another good thing sa website nila is, meron kang option agad na, ano ka ba, beginner, intermediate, tas may
Yeah.
level di ba? So, it's easier for you to browse the website. So, again, sa mga first timer and curious about to explore this kind of topic and this kind of items, Ilya website is user-friendly and beginner-friendly website talaga. Okay, Miss A, I have here on my hand naman our next item is the
What is that?
tickler.
Ooh, the
Tickler.
tickler.
Yeah. Actually,
This,
familiar. Para siyang yung, yung ring. I'm familiar with the ring because
okay. Uh-huh.
most of my friends have them. And then proud pa sila na, oh, I have the ring. Alam mo yun. Those kind of
Yeah.
topics, pag kami na lang, kapag lasing na kami, we do that. Okay, so now, first time ko makita ng adjustable erection holder. What's weird about it and what's cool about it is, ang haba niya. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
now I'm opening the packaging. So, ang blue siya. So, I'm assuming marami pa silang color. And yes, browsing the website, madami pa silang available colors. So, now, ang pangalan ng tickler body, nakalagay sa harap is super smooth silicone adjustable erection holder. So, now I'm opening it. Pagka-open, yes, nakalagay siya sa very close naman na lagayan. Kung makita nyo sa video, may screen pa talagang nagpo-protect to it. And then, may manual naman pala. So,
Mm-hmm.
sa mga beginner, may manual naman siyang nandito. Like, talagang step 1, hindi naman step 1, step 2. More on talagang instructions and then on different languages. Okay, I'm opening it. Color blue. Again, going back sa sinasabi ko, what's weird about and cool about it is adjustable. Tsaka may extrang, ito talaga ako na curious, may extrang, ang tawag ba dito, silicone siya. Hindi siya kagaya ng ring lang talaga ipapasok mo.
Yes, that's
This
true.
one, may extrang ganito na feeling ko pag kinabit mo, kikiliti sa pusod mo. So, may, may ganun siya.
It's just one click, Bonnie. So it says here, it is a one click hold release.
Ayun,
So
oo nga.
sobrang bilis niyang ma-adjust sa penis mo. If ever sobrang skip,
Yeah.
pwede mo siyang i-adjust agad. Yun.
Totoo. So, sa mga ducks at sa mga jutes, eto po yun. 'Di ba? So, kung ducks ka, dito ka medyo sa dulo. So, para ganyan ka. Kung jutes ka, dito ka lang. So,
Jutes pala yun. Because I know
oh,
ducks.
ducks and, tama ba? Jutes? Jutes na pagbaliit? 'Di ba?
Jutes.
Ducks tas jutes. Oo, jutes, jutay. Yun yung term.
I love it.
Oh, 'di ba? Ikaw rin natututo ka rin sa akin.
Yeah.
And I love the texture. So, yung silicone niya, hindi siya yung ibang silicone na, may silicone kasi na kapag in-scrub mo, ang sakit niya sa balat eh. Pero this
Oo.
one, very smooth. Yes, alam ko kailangan may, ang tawag doon, may lubricant. Pero this one, again, feeling ko kahit, alam ko, hindi. And hindi siya nire-recommend na walang silicone. Pero sa sobrang smooth niya, gusto ko lang sabihin na feeling ko kahit wala, ay, hindi no. Hindi siya kailangan ng lubricant, miss eh. Kasi,
You're so cute.
hindi.
I
Kasi
love
holder
it.
lang siya. Holder lang pala siya.
Yes. True,
Ang
true.
dami ko pang sinabi.
No, I love it kasi naisip mo eh. Ang
Oh,
cute. Ayan.
on the spot, nakita na tanga. Well, I'm learning pa lang naman. And I love it.
Yes. Yes. And syempre when we're learning, no, there's no question that is
Mm-hmm.
too what do you call that? Any question you can ask,
Yeah.
especially when
Well,
it comes to sex toys.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think ayun din yung goal ni episode na wag tayong mahihiyang magtanong to the professionals
Yes,
or sa tingin
totoo.
nyo may experience na kung sa tingin nyo ang weird ng tanong or sa tingin nyo ang bobo nyo sa tanong nyo. Go ahead. Parang ako lang. Hello, ka-tables.
Yeah.
Ganun. Ako, hawak ko na ha. Hindi ko pa na-gets.
You're so cute.
In the middle pa ng pagsasalita ako, na-realize ko na, oh nga no, hindi pala siya.
Pero alam ko na ma-figure out mo eh. Kasi yung nasa mukha mo, nakita ko, alam niya eh. Ang cute. Okay.
So there. So, Miss Ray, I don't know, hindi ko pa siya nagamit, to be honest, itong erection holder. I don't know if you're familiar. Paano ba siya? Ano ba yung science behind the erection holder?
Okay, I think kasi one of the most common problems when it comes to men siguro is some men ha, not all. Yung
Mm-hmm.
iba, they have a problem holding their erection.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, cock rings and tickler body, ang ginagawa
Mm-hmm.
nila talaga is to help you hold your erection para
Mm-hmm.
mag-last ka ng matagal na matagal.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. Basically, yun lang ang ginagawa niya.
Okay. Maybe meron tong kinalaman sa no? Sa blood pressure, sa veins. Kaya siya parang, no,
It's
I
a mix
guess
of
no.
different things eh. So kunwari, you're aiming for so many rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Siyempre, after one round, pagod ka na, di ba? So
Yeah.
parang your help, you need to replenish your fluids, you need to
Mm-hmm.
rest muna talaga. And then, yeah, basically, it just helps you hold your erection.
Okay. And another note here on the website, best to be careful with the tightness. Okay, wag daw masyadong tight, guys. And do not use for more than 30 minutes at a time. So, kailangan
Yeah.
pinapahinga mo rin siya. Again, kasi siguro nga, syempre, yung dugo, yung pressure, baka sa sobrahan. So, listen to your body and and if it feels uncomfortable, best to loosen or remove completely.
Yes.
So, yun.
Siyempre, ang health natin ang pinaka-importante. Yung iba kasi, they take it to another level. Pero pag alam mong hindi mo kaya,
Mm-hmm.
stop. Don't do it,
Yeah.
diba?
Yeah. And again naman, ang goal natin using these sex toys is to give us pleasure, ano pa ba, self-intimacy. So yun, kung
Mhm.
nag-overboard ka na doon, maybe you have to reassess yourself. Baka naman you're not doing it right.
Mm.
So yun.
That's
Okay, so kung si Guy, Miss Say, may ganito, meron bang counterpart again sa female?
For that one, siguro hindi siya counterpart, pero I think we
Mm-hmm.
can move on to, I think this is my favorite. I need to say this. It's my
Oh, I
favorite.
wanna hear it.
Yeah, it's an external toy. It's
Mm-hmm.
mainly for the clit. You know how some women or most women, they love cunnilingus, right? Which is the sexual act performed by the man on a woman, like eating the girl out.
Okay. Mas nagets ko yung
Cunnilingus.
eating the girl out.
Yes. And then we have the toy. It's called the Satisfier Pro 3. So madami
Oh.
siyang levels. As in, may traveler pa, ganyan. So it's basically
Mm-hmm.
Satisfier Pro 3. And this
Mm-hmm.
toy, it really mimics cunnilingus. I'm gonna send you a photo, Bonnie. Pero
Okay.
this is my favorite. I'm not shy to say it. It's my ultimate favorite talaga. Kasi again, it is focused on the clit itself.
Mhm.
And the way it works, meron siyang air pressure. Meron siyang suction.
Oh, nice.
Grabe, as in, na-blow yung mind ko kasi grabe, it works on your clit. Imagine,
Mhm.
basically swirling air pressure. It has
Mhm.
pulsations. It has that sucking feeling. So parang,
Mhm.
oh my God, it's the best for me. I love it. Sobrang, I love it talaga. And ang daming good reviews talaga.
Sorry, Miss A, what's the name of the item again?
Satisfier Pro 3.
Satisfier Pro T. Sorry. Ayun. Oh my God, number one nga siya agad. Pag sinearch siya sa website, yung vibrator, number one nga siya agad. Okay, how do you use this? I mean, I'm curious lang. Kasi para siyang anlaki. Talagang pinapasok mo po siya sa loob. No?
No.
Oh my
You're so
God! Ano
No, no,
ba?
no. So, if you see, punta tayo sa website ng Ilya, diba? So, we
Okay.
have the toy over here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a cone. Para siyang ice cream cone. And then
Mm-hmm.
yung top portion niya may hole.
Yeah.
May maliit na butas. Yung butas na
Ah.
yun, you put it against your clit lang. Ganun lang.
Mm-hmm. I
Hindi lang sa
see.
clit. Hindi lang clit ha, even the nipples.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ang galing.
So
Promise.
ano yung lumalabas po? Parang paano niya siya ano ba? Paano niya
Para siyang may
namamani
air pressure. So
oh,
imagine
si
sa
air
loob ng
talaga.
yes, air, as in air
Okay.
pressure siya.
Mhm.
So it's sucking, it's pulsating.
Nice.
Grabe. Bonggang-bongga. Yeah.
Okay, ang nakalaga. Okay, rechargeable. I love that it's rechargeable. How many paano, paano ba? Gaano po katagal siya nagagamit? Ilang beses? I guess the question.
Matagal-tagal din. Depende kung gaano katagal mo siyang ginagamit. Pero kasi it
Mhm.
depends din kung ano yung level or setting ng intensity mo. Kasi as you can see here, it has 11 modes and
Mhm.
10 intensity. Sobrang dami yung settings. So, ang dami mong
Wow.
pwedeng different combinations talaga. Kasi it
Mhm.
has vibration. It
Mhm.
also has pulsations. Ang
Mhm.
dami. Iba-iba siyang sensations altogether. Kaya it really depends on how long you use it for a session. Kasi yung iba, I
Mhm.
don't know, baka iba sobrang tagal mag-masturbate
Mhm.
or sex with the toy. So it really depends on the way you use it. Pero from my experience, regular use, sobrang haba rin ng ano niya, ng battery life niya.
Mhm. And nakalagay pa dito, one of the feature is it's quiet daw. So is it important ba na quiet yung mga ganitong items?
For me, kasi ako I live alone. So I
Mhm.
don't really care kung maingay or ano. Pero syempre if of course you want to be discreet, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean for other people, I think feel nila better na mas quiet. Ayaw mo
Mhm.
naman na sobrang ingay na sex toy, 'di ba?
Tsaka
Yeah.
I just wanna describe talaga yung design niya. Ang ganda niya, super sleek kung titignan. Talagang
Hindi
ang
mo
ganda.
isipin na toy, no? Hindi mo isipin
Oh,
na sex toy.
oo, talagang super high quality yung design at saka yung ina-explain niyo yung feature niya, sobrang sobrang high quality. Ang ganda
Yes.
guys. So go check the website, makita niyo yung design niya. Sobrang ganda. Actually, para siyang kotse sa ganda. Yung ganung ang
Mm.
ganda ng pagkaka-design, ang ganda ng pagkakagawa. Sobrang ganda.
Body safe silicone pa yung material niya outside. And it's very easy to clean kasi nga silicone. So again, for the sex toys, kailangan ano siya, you clean it after and before and after.
And how do
Always.
you clean this kind of toys po?
Okay, so we have cleaners on the site, Ilya,
Mhm.
but so you can use that. And
Mhm.
then, of course, aside from that, you can also use warm water or cold water with
Mhm.
regular soap. Pero make sure
Regular soap
na
lang.
when you clean it, kailangan talagang isi-store mo siya para mag-dry muna siya. Ayaw mo ilagay agad sa drawer mo ng basa. It's gonna, mga bacteria, no? So, kailangan
Yeah.
completely dry before you
Mhm.
store it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel mangangamoy din siya kapag yung
Of
kulob, I guess
course.
yun siya yung makukulob pag basa mong tita.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Miss Say, yung sinabi nyo kayo na it's the external vibrator which focus on your cleats niya. And then I have
Ah,
here on the website the internal vibrator which focus on G-spot naman. Can you tell me more about this?
Okay, so for internal naman, actually alam mo meron din tayong internal and external. I'll
Mm-hmm.
just say that mabilisan lang. So yung
Sure.
internal and external, ito yung another well-known na sex toy for the female. They are called the rabbit. So if you search sa website rabbit,
Wrap it.
this is, alam mo, this is very bongga. You know
Ah,
why?
okay.
So it hits two birds with one stone. It
Mm-hmm.
gives you penetrative stimulation and
Mm-hmm.
clitoral stimulation. Kasi sa female kasi yung iba they don't orgasm kapag penetrative sex lang.
Mm-hmm.
Pag penetration lang, they don't orgasm that much.
Mm-hmm.
Kailangan talaga you give attention to the clit. So
Mm-hmm.
for this one naman, for the rabbit toys natin, it hits your G-spot. Kasi you can see, di ba, may isang kamay dito and then may isang ganito.
Yeah.
This one, the shorter one is for the clit. And
Mm-hmm.
then the longer one, it penetrates your vagina. So
Ah.
habang nagva-vibrate sa clit, it also penetrates here. It
Mm-hmm.
gives you two sensations,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives better chances of of getting an orgasm.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Ang,
it.
ang love it. Tsaka ang ganda pa ng mga designs. Tsaka
Diba?
bakit
So pretty colors.
ang cute. Tsaka super ano talaga, discreet yung designs. Tsaka yung colors super creative talaga. So, sa mga
Yes.
curious lang on the price, nag-range siya from 4,000 to ang maximum natin is I guess 13,000 base here sa website. So, from 4,000 to 13,000 dun sa rabbit
And
category na sinasabi
yes,
natin.
and that's how you know it's really high quality kasi alam mo quality talaga siya ng bongga.
Yeah. Tsaka hello,
Mm,
it's Ilya. So, I have trust sa Ilya naman na.
of course.
Ayun na nga po, Miss Say, yung internal, meron bang internal alone lang na item?
Yes, we also have that. So, meron tayong for internal only. And
Mm-hmm.
this one naman, imagine yung wala yung shorter na handle natin. So, basically, it's just, like for example, this one. Hold on ha. Kasi we have a toy here na it really looks so interesting. I have it sa video ko kasi gumawa ako ng series ng sex toy
Mm-hmm.
videos on my channel. So basically, it is designed in a way na yung arm ng toy na to naka-target talaga sa ano natin, sa G-spot natin. And then meron siyang, ang galing, how do I describe this? It has a rolling tip.
Rolling tip.
Yeah. So, isipin niyo, kunwari dildo, and then meron siyang rolling tip dito. When you insert it in your vagina, it targets your G-spot, and then
Mm-hmm.
yun lang yung bibigyan niya ng attention, ng sensation, and you can get a lot of orgasms from that.
I see. Okay. Okay, so there we have external vibrator, we have internal vibrator, and we have external and internal. And
Yes.
again, your favorite po is yung ano no, yung external vibrator na si I forgot the name.
Satisfier.
Ayun, si
Satisfier
Satisfyer.
Pro 3. Yes.
Satisfyer Pro 3. Awesome. Miss Say, ang dami kong nakikita sa website ni Ilya about couple sex toys naman. So, I have here syncable long distance toys. I mean, I don't have here on my
Mm.
place, but sa website, syncable long distance toys.
This is so interesting. And when I went to the store of Ilya, sabi ko,
Mhm.
oh my God, wala pang pandemic yun ha. Pero
Mhm.
papasok pa lang yung pandemic, sabi ko, oh my God, perfect for long distance relationships. Kasi
Relationship
syempre,
talaga. Oo.
ang layo, hindi kayo magkasama, and
Yeah.
you want to have sex, but you
Yeah.
can't. This is the closest thing you can do.
Mhm.
So it's basically you can sync the two toys together. So here we have the Love Sense Max 2. It's
Mhm.
for the men. So it's a masturbator for the men. And then we have here the Love Sense Nora. Yung Nora naman is for the women, for the female.
Mhm.
So when you sync the two toys together, basically yung sensation na mafe-feel ng guy sa Max 2, it's the same na parang movement ng Love Sense Nora natin. Kasi nga
Nice.
nakasync yung dalawang toys. So parang basically you're having sex pero you're not together.
And you
Galing, di
sync
ba?
it
So
on a certain app. Tama po ba?
yes, there is an app. There's an app available. I believe it's,
We Connect.
It's
Is it We Connect?
I think that one, yeah.
We Vibe.
Ang galing. So, ang galing, super bongga.
I love it. I actually love this kind of technology na talagang, I mean, quarantined, pandemic, tamang sinasabi po natin na super useful, tsaka super nagbe-benefit talaga yung mga naglo-long distance relationship. And
Totoo.
kaya gusto ko lang mag-i-appreciate yung mga ganitong technology na gumagawa talaga sila ng way to really support our needs and to extend their support sa mga needs natin. Because again, hello, we're humans lang naman.
Yes. And you know, Bonnie, it's not really, I mean, ako ha, I don't feel safe going out, dating, and having sex with people. Especially given the fact na there's COVID,
Mm-hmm.
di ba? Globally.
Yeah.
So, syempre, yung apprehension ng tao na parang, hindi ako sure kung gusto ko makipag-sex kasi nga, di ba, may COVID. And
Yeah.
aside from COVID, you're not really super duper sure if the person you met has anything. STDs, STIs, you don't know.
Yeah.
You're not sure, di ba? So,
Agree.
I think that sex toys are a really good way
Mm-hmm.
to to scratch that itch. You know,
Tama.
yung parang
Yeah.
gusto mo lang, you just want to get off.
Mm-hmm.
Sex toys are a really good tool. Kasi nga, ikaw
Agree.
lang naman, it's very safe also. It's very
Agree.
safe. Mm.
Agree.
Yes.
So, do you think it's safe to say na based dun sa previous thought na sinabi mo, do you think it's safe to say na let's keep sex muna and then just use this kind of items for a while dun sa mga single?
I feel like it really depends on the person. I'm not in a
Mm-hmm.
place to tell you na kailangan ganito lang, no. Kasi I
Mm-hmm.
think ultimately, whatever you want to do, you're gonna do anyway, di ba? Pero
Mm-hmm.
kasi when it comes to really educating people about sex and sexuality and everything about it,
Mm-hmm.
kailangan talaga ang main talaga na direction natin is safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yun ang pinaka-importante sa lahat eh. Safety among everything else or anything else. Kailangan safe tayo. So, especially given during this time, I don't know. I don't know if it's safe. Kasi, I don't know, we're in a pandemic. Diba?
Yeah.
Siguro
Yeah.
kung tanggalin yung pandemic, doon naman tayo sa kung may sakit yung tao. So,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really know, di ba? Pero
Yeah.
this one is the safest. For me, in my opinion, it's the safest way to pleasure yourself
Mm-hmm.
without thinking about any of that. As long as you clean your toys, di ba?
Yeah, agree. So there, Miss Say, thank you so much. I think all my questions and all of my listeners' questions have been answered perfectly and clearly with all the
Really?
reviews sa mga items ni.
Aw.
Yeah, for me ha, and I'm actually learning a lot and I know for sure na marami pa akong matututunan on this. And I know naman to all aspects of life, some alam mo yon, it's always a process of learning. Kahit naman siguro pro na tayo na certain things, we're still learning. I think that's part of life naman na kailangan talaga natuto tayo from time to time. We don't stop learning. We don't stop studying on a certain things. That's what's, keep us really alive.
Yes, very true. I totally agree. I totally agree.
Okay, so Miss Say, do you have any last advice to our katables na want to try this kind of items and dun sa mga taong nahihiya or not comfortable enough to talk about this kind of topics.
Hello, mga ka-table. I love it. Ka-table. Ako
Yeah.
ka-table na rin ako. If ever you want more information about the sex toys, I have a series of videos on my channel. So they are a series of videos. Sobrang in-depth siya. Depth? in, alam mo, depth is one of the words na hirap ako i-pronounce.
I feel you. Kaya na pa
Depth.
ako
How do you
nabubulos.
say it? How do you say it? In depth.
In
In
depth.
depth. I love Bonnie. Nakakatawa si Bonnie. Yun, sobrang in-depth video siya about female toys, male toys, anal toys, and couple toys. As in,
Mhm.
sobrang detailed talaga. Yun na lang, detailed na lang. Yun, so everything is up on my channel. And of course, I also have my podcast and I have different segments wherein we talk about sex toys, and everything that involves sex. And it's really amazing because I feel now we are in a time in our life na it's about time to normalize sex. Oh my God. It's like, it's the most natural thing ever. But I do understand that we live in such a conservative country. But this is something I always say to everyone asking, how do I do this? How do I do that? I tell them to imagine na you are on your deathbed. Imagine mo lang nasa deathbed ka. And then you think about all the stuff na you did not do. Parang gusto mo ba gano'n dumating sa point na yon na parang, "Oh my God, I should have used this, I should have done this." Yun ang philosophy ko in life eh. I want to live my life on my own terms,
Mm-hmm.
and I really want to embrace everything that I am as a person. You mentioned self-love in the beginning of the video, and I feel na self-love talaga is such a deep thing. It's more than just taking a bubble bath. It's more
Agree.
than just that. Grabe, it's a
Agree.
journey. It's a long, long journey. And really, an hour is not enough to talk about self-love kasi ang grabe, ang daming levels. So basically, yeah, I just encourage everyone to really get to know yourself. As in, ano ka ba as a person? Sino si Bonnie? What does Bonnie stand for? What does Bonnie want to do in life? Yung ganun talaga, to the essence, to the core of what you are as a person. You have to get to that, and then once you get to that, you get to really embrace everything that you really want to do in this lifetime. Sobrang importante because life is so short, diba? Very
Agree,
true.
agree, agree. Miss Say, I'm actually learning a lot from the start of this conversation up to this point. I'm actually learning a lot, and I have so many notes na talagang dadalhin ko, I guess safe to say, for the rest of my life na talaga.
Oh,
And
I love it.
well, it's true. Kidding aside, I really love your content. I really love your perspective in life. That's why I really look up to you on all your contents and how you deliver those content to your followers. So now, Miss Say, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here on the show. And I guess Roundtable is very happy also to have you. And all our listeners are very lucky to have you on the show. So
Thank you
there.
so much for having me. Thank you, thank you.
Miss Say, maybe do you want to promote any gigs or any social media platform for my followers to check on you?
So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at Saytioco, Saytioco. And then I also upload daily videos on YouTube. It's also Saytioco. Everything, all the platforms actually, Saytioco lahat. And I have an upcoming, it's a sex festival online. And I'm going to be part of a panel of a sex event. Oh my God, first time ko yung gagawin ever. And we're also
Wow.
going to be talking about sex toys. So it's going to be on the
Wow.
24th. Yeah, November 24, I'll be posting details on my Instagram. So if ever you're interested, join me.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Say. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you soon. Again, I'm your host, Brian Bonnie. Bye.